Saturday night, we probably had the worst ending to an NBA game all season, at least for the Los Angeles Lakers, as the referees literally cheated us out of a win. This was a game that we played in Boston, and we've been struggling. Everyone knows that Boston is the #1 team in the East, and the Lakers played a really great game. Like, if you watch the game, they played very, very well. Patrick Beverley probably had his best night as a Laker. And throughout the game, there were a lot of questionable calls. I mean, you have the one where Jason Tatum goes to the rim on a fast break and no one seems to touch him and he gets a foul call from Dennis Schroeder. You have the one where Jason Tatum drives again to the rim and Anthony Davis jumps the opposite direction and he gets a foul call. That one was reviewed and they were able to get it back. And then there was the Anthony Davis box out where he got called for a foul, which was once again very, very questionable. And then you have the worst one of the night, which has been getting all the controversy. Game was tied and LeBron goes to the rim. He gets fouled not once, but twice on the arm, and Jason Tatum gets in at the end when he ends up missing his layup and there's no foul call. And we see LeBron go absolutely berserk. This is probably the maddest I've seen LeBron on a basketball court, maybe ever. I've been watching LeBron since I was fucking, 1 year old. I've never seen him this angry on a court. Like, even when JR ruined the greatest game ever played, I've never seen LeBron like this. And I just think it's just a frustration that us Lakers fans have been feeling for a while. Over the past 2 weeks, there's been 4 game winners that were taken away from us. Kendrick Nunn against the Sacramento Kings. The NBA came back and said that they missed a call. Russell Westbrook versus the Philadelphia 76ers. The NBA came back and said they missed a call. LeBron against the Dallas Mavericks. The NBA came back and said they missed a call. And then the other night, LeBron against the Boston Celtics, the NBA went back and said they missed a call. So what do we get out of all this? Well, we get a 2-minute report. The famous 2-minute report. They gave us a 2-minute report where the last 2 minutes they say, oh, did you miss any calls, blah, 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 what really happened? And so they asked the question, what happened on the last play looked like LeBron was fouled? And this was the response of the lead referee, Eric Lewis, who had missed the call. At the time, during the game, we did not see a foul, Lewis said. The crew missed the play. That is all we are going to get from that. The crew missed the play. That's it. The crew missed the play. What service does these 2-minute reports do for anybody? Like, what do the players get from it? What do the coaches? What do the fans? Who gets rewarded for these 2-minute reports? For you guys just coming up and saying, oh yeah, we messed up. I get it. You're taking accountability, which I applaud. But there also needs to be some type of punishment for missing bad calls, or just missing calls on game winners and significant games. Recently, we had a game in the EuroLeague where a playoff game was coming down to the wire and the referee simply missed a call and he got suspended for 4 games because it was a big call that he missed and would have decided the game on the team probably would have won, which makes total sense. You mess up, you deserve a punishment. That's how the rest of the world works, but for some reason, NBA referees, there's no punishment. You just write that I'm sorry and I missed the call. And I get that they're humans. Like, I know they're humans. They make mistakes and we live with it. That's the sport we play. I fully understand that, fully embrace it. But that doesn't mean that they should just get let off the hook because of that. I mean, the NBA is trying. They have this review system, which really sucks. Let's be honest with you. The review system sucks. The Lakers used a review on a call on Jason Tatum, and it was the right place. They reviewed it. They didn't lose a timeout, but they don't get the review back. In the NFL, I kind of like the way they do their review system. You challenge. If you win it, you get it back. Okay, great. Now you can challenge again. In under 2 minutes, the booth can review any call, review any touchdown. But the NBA, there's none of that. There's no challenge. There's no review. You just go. Like, our coaching challenge is gone because you haven't made a terrible call earlier in the game. Why can't you guys review? Why? Who dictates? Like, the whole review system in the NBA just seems a little. It just really doesn't make sense. Now, it's not just a Laker issue. Like, we saw earlier in the year when DeMar DeRozan got fouled on a game winner and they didn't call it. We've also seen Kings and Kevin Huerter get fouled on a game winner and they didn't call it. Like, this has been happening all year long. Like, yes, the Lakers probably have the most, but This isn't just a one-team problem. This is a league-wide issue. The refs are just making terrible calls. They're missing calls left and right every other night, it seems like. And all we have gotten out of these are these 2-minute reports. These terrible 2-minute reports where they just come out and say, we missed the call. And nothing ever happens. Now, there has been like a referee suspended once in NBA. Tony Brothers got suspended earlier in the year when he called Spencer Dinwiddie some very choice words. And
I would like to say, not only would I like my money back, but I would like to not be called a bitch-ass motherfucker to my teammates.
It didn't really make national news, but he got suspended with pay. So, like, he was suspended, but, like, he really wasn't suspended. He was still getting his money. And I think a lot of this has to go to the fact that the referees have a union, much like the players have a union, the referees have a union. And I think if the NBA is a little worrisome of coming down hard on the referees for certain things because they have that union in play. I've worked a job before where we had a union, and those unions are very, very strong. Like, those are strong things to have in an organization. So I think that's the reason why we don't see punishments or fines for referees. But there's got to be some way where we can just make it so these refs that just make bad calls have some type of some type of reinforcement. Eric Lewis, there's a stat that came out. He's 36-2 when reffing Celtics games. 36-2. The Celtics are 36-2 every game he refs for them. But until we get some type of actual punishment in the NBA, the refs have no reason to try to be better. The game's over. Lakers have another loss on the record now, and that's 4 because of the referees. Just all I'm asking, NBA, all I'm asking is give us some way to punish the ref for missed calls. Fine them, suspend them a game, do something, because I know you're not going to give us a win back. I don't expect you guys to give us a win because he had to make the free throw. Like, I fully understand that. But you can't just give us a fucking 2-minute report and expect everything to be okay. Like, no.